And complementing this work is work from a new investigator, Dr. Ladota, who is in Italy, and she has a lot of experience in some of the really cutting edge technologies and innovative systems using three-dimensional cortical structures. So essentially what we call brains in a dish. So taking the neurons from stem cells, or taking stem cells, changing them into neurons, and then allowing them to form into three-dimensional structures. And these three-dimensional structures are really important because they allow scientists to look at the cell-to-cell communication. So Dr. Ladota is an expert in those technologies, which are, again, really cutting edge, and she's been working with a lot of fantastic groups on that. She is new to the PWS field, but she is supported by some experienced PWS researchers. So it's a great combination of, experienced PWS researchers who can help her sort of understand the nuances of PWS with someone who has fantastic experience in using these technologies to really understand cell-to-cell communication and how brain function in an individual with a neurodevelopmental disorder differs from a typical neuron. And she's looking at cerebral or cortical neurons, which are important in many of the thought, language, reasoning, and memory. So some of the cognitive aspects of PWS. So we're excited, again, because this is a new investigator who has experience in an area that is really, just moving along really nicely and helping people understand some of the changes in neurodevelopmental disorders. And it adds to our critical mass. We now have a number of scientists who are looking at different aspects of brain development, and we really want to bring those individuals together so they can share their findings and really help us tease out how brain development in the hypothalamus is different in PWS, influencing things like hunger and thirst, and then how brain development in the cortex is different, influencing things like cognition and memory. So in the long term, we hope this project will provide insight into how inactivation of the genes alter brain function. And also these organoids can be used, again, to be testing drugs to see if we can take a phenotype or characteristic that is PWS and use a therapeutic to have it behave in a more typical fashion.